Good morning. This is Sunday, the 22nd of March, and I'm basically on live streaming to make an announcement of some changes. And it's interesting because I wrote in my newsletter, which I sent out earlier in the week, change is inevitable. And that's the name of the title of what I'm doing today. I'm going to read from my newsletter, and I'm also going to tell you some of the changes that came about from my not sleeping last night. Change is inevitable. The words are from a saying, and even though we know change is inevitable, we never think it is going to affect us. Or if it does, it is done because we controlled it. We made the decision, we decided, and did the action. But life is not always that easy. I truly think we create most often by events and situations which are outside of our control. And right now, the world situation is out of our control. So, what are we in command of? Ourselves. We can still find things to be grateful for. We can find ways in which we can do projects which we have been putting off, or just reading the book which has been on the shelf forever. The internet is great. I keep in contact with my family in New Zealand, my son in Vancouver, a friend in France, and many all throughout Canada. And I am aware of what is happening. Therefore, life is always good. I've just read a little bit from my news at the end part actually of my newsletter, and I'm just going to read you a little bit more because it truly shows some of the processes that I personally have gone through. At the beginning of my newsletter, I state, I truly am filled with gratitude right now because in over the months since I last sent out a newsletter, I was able to do some things which I am not going to be able to do for who knows how long. On February 23rd, I left for a holiday with a friend of mine from Toronto to go to Acapulco, hoping to attend a day of tennis, which did not happen. But what did happen was that I had the most relaxing holiday ever. A week in being in the warm weather, being fed, and reading one book after another, fiction. My iPad, where I have my books, had a lot of mileage. Upon returning home March 4th, I had to recuperate from the 2 days of traveling due to the flight. They were not canceled yet. It was just the way I had flown down and back. I finally had some clients, plus began to get ready for a 2-day workshop I have just completed. Again, another reason I'm living in gratitude right now. That's because many of my friends, as plus my son, had to cancel their flights away for their holidays, but I had mine. This morning, I received the last email regarding my personal appointments. And as I sit looking at my appointment book, yes, I'm still old school. I have all these X's: no chair yoga, no massage, no osteopath visit, and finally, no hairdresser visit. Myself and most of the world are now facing voluntary quarantine because everything is closed. Well, not everything is closed. Essentials are still open, plus drive-throughs. I was speaking with a friend who does not live near me at all, but she feels she has the virus, picking the virus up in a grocery store, and reminded me how contagious this virus is. It's been pretty quiet here so far in my city, with quite a number of people in the grocery stores wherein I have been there. Another thing I'm grateful for is I am not fearful. As a reality thinker and living person, I cannot go into fear over what has not happened to me or around me yet. Yes, I can take precautions. That is dealing with reality. But to feed fear and not work to feel love and gratitude seems strange to me. I have also heard I'm not fearful for myself, but for humanity. Well, Based on regressions I have done over the years, people have been living way into the 3000 ADs, so humanity will still be here. To be fearful, whether for yourself, your family, or humanity, only compounds issues. It can be appropriate, yes, but not to live in it. To me, only to attract whatever you are thinking, and the energy attached to it gives it power. Fear is an emotion created by where the mind is. It can be very strong, and I think it is dangerous as the virus itself, mainly because you cannot be creative and discover answers when you are fearful. Anyway, so where does that leave me right now in my life? I still have to go out to purchase groceries from time to time and may have to visit a bank. But right now, and because I work and live in my home, I can, which I am incredibly grateful for, still work with clients. Most of you who are hearing this will be making adjustments, and life adjustments are not always easy. But as the tarot taught me years ago, acceptance. Do not fight what is real. Also, to remember to have trust and faith in the bigger picture. There is a force within this world, actually, universe, our world, which is invisible, but will aid you with strength, perseverance, and energy if you ask. What I find is often people either forget or do not know they can ask. Remember, ask and you shall receive. Last night, I watched a movie on Netflix titled Come Sunday, based on a true story of a preacher to whom God spoke to advising all people are loved and can get into heaven. This moment changed him and how he preached. Because he began preaching God was a loving God, he lost his congregation and had to wrestle with himself and some of those around him until he finally found his way. All the way through, I understood what he was receiving. And by the end of the movie, I was crying because he had found what I believe to be true. There is love everywhere and for everyone, no matter what name you call it. In the religious field, most call it God, but this love is the same in any name and any way you approach it. As the night went on, I watched another movie, a teenage movie based in Australia about soccer and physics. Very enjoyable to me, a soccer watcher. Not now, though, due to all sports being stopped. And then off to bed. Then my mind started working, and it kept me awake all night, which means I'm pretty tired here right now. And which has brought out this live streaming at 11 o'clock on a Sunday morning to my YouTube channel. Change is inevitable. As the movie Come Sunday sparked within me, I realized that many people have been asking when was I doing or going to do my meditation groups again. Well, I live in a small apartment now and did not feel there was room. Today, we can't meet that way right now, and for how long that is to be, we don't know. But I have a venue. I have my YouTube channel that I can reach many. So come Tuesday night, the 24th at 7 p.m., I will begin a meditation group, which will consist of anyone who wants to join in for inspiration and meditation. This will, I'm sure, take on its own life of how it is supposed to look. So I invite you to join me if you feel you want to contribute to meditation, my way, always my way, and inspiration. Plus, I had already notified people I will be continuing my Norma Talks on Wednesday, the 25th at 10 a.m. for the next series. Today, Sunday the 22nd at 11 a.m., which is now, I am live streaming my first Reverend Norma Cowie online. Many people do not realize I am a reverend. of the Canadian International Metaphysical Ministry here in Canada. I perform weddings, etc. But I've been associated with a group here in Penticton for many years, and because of the new isolation rules, they are not meeting. And therefore, I feel I am free to be able to begin to speak every Sunday using this medium. As of next Sunday at 11 a.m., I will live stream on a topic. Feel free to email me, and I'm just going to, now this is where my experimentation is. I want to put this out to show my email address. Where is it? What is it showing here? This is an example of a banner. That's not what I wanted. I wanted, this is where I am experimenting. This is the first time I've done this. I want to see, what does it show here? Yeah, norma.cowie@gmail. Yes, hey, that wasn't so bad if I knew where to look, right? As of next Sunday, let's go. I will live stream a topic, and feel free to email me with any topic you would like covered at norma.cowie@gmail. I will include a meditation, and for people who have listened to me before know I like to sing, although I'll have to figure out how to include those, that songs that is, and therefore I invite you to join me each Sunday at 11 a.m. for a live presentation, and trustingly, if you can't be here live, you can listen later. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, please, I'm stumbling over my words. I forget. Sorry about that. And also, I want to go here for this. Yes. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, please do so. It helps everything move along. And also, if you want to email me, not through my regular email, but through and take a look at my website, it's right there at www.normacowie.com. Now, so today is the announcement. Beginning today, there are 3 times with 3. I'm just going to see if I can take that off. And I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, but oh, I see. Delete that. Hide that. Let me see. Ah, there we go. Back to me. So have fun with me learning this new, because before I used to work with Zoom and then I did it all, but I always live streamed anyway because I don't know how to edit. So I am on a huge learning curve here. So anyway, today my announcement is, beginning today, there are 3 times with 3 different focuses I will be on YouTube. Sunday at 11 a.m. with my spiritual philosophical understandings. Again, topics that you would like to have, send them to the email address. Tuesday, 7 p.m., meditation and inspiration. Wednesdays at 10 a.m., Norma Talks continues on various topics. What I'm planning on doing with Norma Talks in this next series is, because people keep asking me, they hear about how I came from a tarot background. So I'm going to explain what I learned through the tarot by going through the symbology that is there week by week. And I'm going to be experimenting as to how I actually do that. So I look forward to seeing you as we move ahead. And I want to thank you for listening to this announcement. I want you to have a great week. And remember not only to love one another, but I will be on Sundays at 11, Tuesdays at 7, Wednesdays at 10. You have a great week.